is News 3 Now at 5.
And thanks for staying with us. Wisconsinites will soon have a new testing option in the fight against COVID-19.
And they'll be able to do it from the comfort of their own home. Mark Kane joins us now with the details. Mark?
Susan and Eric, the governor and DHS announcing at-home testing kits that will be available free of charge to any Wisconsin residents, whether you have symptoms or not. Through a state contract with Vault Medical Services, these collection kits are available online. You can order them through the Department of the Health Services website. They'll include detailed instructions on how to collect your saliva and ship them back to a lab for processing. They say it's all about making access to testing easier for Wisconsinites.
Even all this work isn't enough when we know that getting a healthcare provider or a community testing, getting to a healthcare provider or a community testing site is easier for some folks than others. That's why we're excited to offer this additional testing option that will help us box in the virus.
Just like the nasal swab test, the saliva test lets you know if you have an active COVID-19 infection. You can order your online testing kits through dhs.wisconsin.gov. We also have a link on our website, channel3000.com.
Mark, thank you. Wisconsin reported a record-breaking number of COVID-19 deaths today. State and county health officials have confirmed 123 new deaths. Since the pandemic began, 4,637 Wisconsinites have died from COVID-19. There were 2,348 new cases of the virus confirmed. More than 35,000 cases remain active in the state.
First employees at Mercy and Janesville are lining up to get vaccinated today. The health system received its first shipment of the Pfizer vaccine today, nearly 2,000 doses. Priority staff members got the first dose this afternoon. Many said they were excited and relieved to finally get the vaccine and that they're happy to protect not only themselves but their loved ones as well. Mercy Health will be vaccinating employees until 8 tonight.
Shipments of the Moderna vaccine are arriving at hospitals and clinics around Wisconsin today. The William Middleton Memorial Veterans Hospital in Madison received some this morning. Governor Tony Evers says the state is expecting 16,000 doses in the initial shipment of the Moderna vaccine. In all, health officials expect a total of 100,000 doses in the upcoming weeks. Today, we took UW Health's Dr. Jeff Potoff out on State Street to answer your questions about the vaccine. And the most common question we heard was, when can I get one?
End of February, into March, people first starting to see that be available. Into March, into April, there should be fairly wide availability of vaccine for really anyone who wants it.
Tonight at 6, our Jamie Perez shares more of your questions and Dr. Potoff's answers about the vaccine.
The nation's top infectious disease expert, Dr. Anthony Fauci, received the Moderna vaccine today, joined by Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar and the head of the National Institute of Health, Dr. Francis Collins. They received shots, and we hit another record today. 115,000 Americans are now hospitalized with COVID-19. In California alone, 17,000 people are hospitalized. And it's easy to forget right now, but we're headed right into the heart of flu season. Doctors and nurses are worried about misinformation surrounding the flu.
Amanda Quintana found out how many cases we're seeing and when a spike could start.
The flu and COVID have some similar symptoms: fever, cough, fatigue. The only way to know for sure is to get a COVID test. But take a look at the numbers, and they're extremely different. This graph shows U.S. deaths. The blue from COVID. That small yellow at the bottom is those caused by influenza. Wisconsin's flu cases are unprecedentedly low, too.
You know, we've only had 28 cases since October, which we should be averaging 20 to 30 cases a week.
Tom Haupt, known as the flu guy at DHS, says this is good news, hoping it'll stay this way through the peak in February. Wisconsin is also set to break its record for the most people to get a flu vaccine, with almost 40% of the state already immunized.
Numbers for like the rhinovirus, which is the common cold, have also been down too, compared to what we've had previous years.
He says the theory is that masks and social distancing are working, not just at preventing the spread of COVID, but of other viruses too. But he worries that clinics are not testing for anything other than COVID.
If people are coming in with those classic symptoms that we are suspicious of COVID, then we're going to go ahead and do the COVID test. In fact, we are not actively testing for influenza right now because it's quite frankly not in our It's not in our markets.
Dr. Dave Ottenbaker at SSM Health says even if a COVID test comes back negative, they're not testing for the flu. Later, if the season gets worse, they could switch to testing for the flu before COVID.
We would expect that if we're going to see the influenza, it'll be after the first of the year.
But Haupt fears we could be missing other dangerous viruses, forgetting the flu can also be deadly.
I mean, COVID will take center stage, but we have to get out of our silo and think about testing for these other viruses as well.
Amanda Quintana, News 3 Now.
If you're not one of the more than 2 million people in Wisconsin who has already received a flu shot, you still have time. There are many vaccines left.
So Columbia County man is back at work tonight, tired with a lingering cough, but glad to not be in the hospital. Robert Golan got sick with COVID earlier this month. He's diabetic, has high blood pressure, and is high risk to get very sick. Doctors offered him one of the 2 newly approved antibody treatments last week. He's one of the first SSM patients to accept.
I've never been that exhausted for that long. And then when they offered it, I said, well, it's worth a shot. If I can lessen this, I'm all for it.
It works for a while, but then eventually it'll go away. And so it's just a short-term, intervention for that patient because they have the virus now. Because again, if you give them a vaccine, it's not going to work for 10 days to 14 days.
Patients get the antibodies through an IV at a clinic or hospital and are usually sent home. Dr. Jim Levin, he considers the antibody treatments a tool, but really wants to see more data on them before he can say for sure that they make a dramatic difference.
Just a couple of days ahead of Christmas, and we saw long lines today at the Alliant Energy Center. At one point this afternoon, people were waiting anywhere from 2 to 3 hours to get a COVID test.
Well, there are other options outside the Alliant Energy Center. UW Madison extending its free community COVID-19 testing. That's at the Nielsen Tennis Stadium. That'll go into January now. It's open until 7:30 tonight and from 8 a.m. until 4:30 tomorrow. It'll be closed on Christmas Eve through January 3rd, but will then open again on January 4th through the 7th. Now, you do need an appointment to go to Nielsen for a test. You can get one by heading to doineedacovid19test.com. Nearly 200,000 tests have been provided there to the general public since November 12th. A windy Tuesday. We could see some rain showers tomorrow. Then things are going to get quite chilly. Here's Gary on the weather patio with your first warn forecast.
Yeah, we'll see a quick warm-up tomorrow with high temperatures reaching the lower to middle 40s by early afternoon. And then that sharp cold front comes through, and that'll take care of the mild weather and bring in much colder weather for the Christmas holiday. Visible cloud track, lots of clouds today. Couldn't really break into much sunshine, although we're seeing, I can see the moon at least a bit through the clouds this evening. Doppler track shows some light snow up in northern Wisconsin. Most of that has stayed to our north. But another big storm that'll move through tomorrow into Thursday will bring heavy snow and perhaps blizzard or near blizzard conditions from Minnesota back into the Dakotas. Winter storm watches are in effect from Eau Claire back to the north and west, but that will bypass southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today so far in the middle 30s, but these temperatures will start rising overnight. In fact, right now we're just a degree below that high temperature of 34, and we'll see temperatures in the upper 30s by tomorrow morning. Again, some rain showers tomorrow morning and early tomorrow afternoon. Could change to some light snow showers late tomorrow afternoon. High of 43 right afternoon, and then notice by 5 p.m. we're down to 36, and look for much colder weather for the Christmas holiday. I'll tell you how cold it'll get in just a few minutes.
Well, Gary, thank you. President Trump is expected to sign a $900 billion COVID relief package today. Republicans say it's worth celebrating, but Democrats say they'll look for more after President-elect Biden takes office.
The bill is not a long-term bill, it's a survival bill.
Under Operation Warp Speed, we have come to the beginning of the end of the coronavirus pandemic.
The Trump administration says many Americans could start to see direct payments as soon as next week. And that bill includes those direct payments of up to $600 per person, depending on your income, $300 billion in business relief, and nearly that much for the Payment Protection Program.
But the massive spending package garnered no support among Wisconsin's Republican congressmen. Naomi Coles joins us now to explain. Naomi?
The main complaints about that bill include the time that lawmakers had to review it, as well as the massive amounts of spending that Republicans said it was going to add to the national debt. The process follows weeks of negotiations, but after bills have stalled pretty much all year between parties unwilling to negotiate.
There's a lot of people who are hurting right now, and a lot of those needs are met by the bill.
A majority of congressmen and women agreed with Madison area Democrat Representative Mark Pocan. but not Wisconsin's 5 Republican representatives or Republican Senator Ron Johnson. They all voted against the bipartisan COVID relief legislation, which also included billions to keep the government open through September 2021. In statements, Representative Brian Stiles, Senator Johnson, and others cite having just hours to review the 5,000-plus page document and said Congress is broken. Time was a complaint that some Democrats, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, echoed as well. But Mark Pocan argues the debate should be about the product, not the process.
How much have you personally been able to review in the bill?
A lot of the items, again, go back to May. So, I'm not surprised by much of what's in the bill. I think, the hard part when you have a bill that's this big, there's going to be some things that we didn't know about that were in there. And I think, that process, unfortunately, has happened since I've been in Congress.
Most importantly for Wisconsin, he believes this bill provides a crucial lifeline for vaccine distribution, businesses, and the unemployed.
This bill basically has a shorter amount of time that it's covering people for. So in many ways, it's a down payment. For example, the unemployment will only last for 2 to 3 months, and we're not going to be out of this in 2 or 3 months.
But he anticipates that come January and the new administration, there's much more to be done.
The biggest drawback is that some of this is just not robust enough, and that we're probably going to have to revisit it and go through another long debate in order to do that.
Democrat Senator Tammy Baldwin and Republican Representative Brian Stiles said they were not available for interviews today, and Republican Senator Ron Johnson did not respond to a request for an interview.
Naomi, thank you. Part of that money is meant to help restaurants keep their doors open. But how far will it really go?
Brady Mallory shows us what the bill means for local restaurant owners and has a reaction from one of them. Brady?
Well, the bill includes about $284 billion to restart the payroll protection program. Though that could provide temporary relief for some places, Liliana's restaurant owner Dave Heidi says that's not enough, especially when you consider how many restaurants have already had to close for good. He says this and other money they've received could help keep restaurants going for now. However, for many, including his, covering current payroll isn't the biggest challenge or expense.
Although it's wonderful and it's great to have any help, it's also like, Tony Evers, oh my gosh, how wonderful that he was able to put $45 million into the restaurant industry in Wisconsin. However, that's only $20,000 max for a restaurant, and that barely would cover our payroll back in the day, So we're doing our best to try and get through it, and we've really appreciated the community support.
Heidi says he's heard from the National Restaurant Association that more federal aid could be coming later this winter. Restaurants have to meet federal guidelines to qualify for PPP, which starts as a loan. And if the borrower follows the guidelines, the debt is waived.
All right, Brady, thank you. Governor Evers is still pushing for state lawmakers to pass more relief by the end of the year.
That is not likely to happen. Our Amy Reed is live to explain his latest effort and how leadership is responding. Amy?
The governor released 2 bills yesterday. One he's calling a compromise bill, though Republicans aren't agreeing with that description. The so-called compromise bill includes many provisions that were included in the other legislation lawmakers passed in April. There's parts that deal with prescription refills, vaccine and testing coverage, and moving employees and money around to address the virus. The bill also would force DWD to come up with a plan within 30 days to eliminate the backlog of claims and open call centers to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Some Republicans today said this wasn't a compromise. Evers said they can keep working.
We continue to talk, yes, we can, but I truly believe that many of the ones that are yet resolved are resolvable. So let's have something for the people of Wisconsin to say, indeed, the executive branch and the legislative branch can actually accomplish something.
In a statement to us, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos said he hopes Evers will reconsider his decision to walk away from the table. He indicated he'll continue working with the Senate so they can have a bill ready by next month. Now, we asked Vos's office what parts of the bill he likes and doesn't like. They did not get back to us. Other Republicans have said they want to see something that required in-person school and reopened state facilities.
All right, Amy Reed reporting live time. Amy, thank you. Still ahead, did you see the Christmas star last night? We'll take a closer look at the Great Conjunction and tell you how long we'll be waiting for the next one. And coming up tonight at 6, Badgers men's basketball team. Big Ten opener tonight. One of the seniors tells us how he plans to contribute to their success this season. That's ahead. News 3 Now at 6 next hour. And on Wall Street, the Dow taking a 201-point dive today. The NASDAQ did add 65. S&P 500 drops almost 8. We'll be right back.
It's the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or check out the Summit Queen, only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
At Menards, we carry the best selection of power tools and power tool accessories. They make great Christmas gifts, so stop in and stock up on gifts for everyone on your list. Works Power Tools are known for their innovative designs and affordable prices, like this 20-volt brad nailer and stapler. Its cordless design eliminates the use of air compressors and hoses. Get it for $139.99 now at Menards. Plus, give the perfect gift with a Menards gift card.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
To your teachers.
in that spirit of giving, Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone. The Chevy price you pay
Is what we pay. Not a cent more.
because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So, BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet. Can the subject hold position 2, please? How's this? That's art. That makes saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
Unity Point Health presents things you need to know about healthcare workers. They're real people just like us. They have houses and families, and they like to eat spaghetti. At least I bet they like to eat spaghetti. They care for everybody, even people they don't know. They might worry about getting sick, their family, their patients. Tell them thank you by wearing a mask and social distancing. Thank you, healthcare workers. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
It's the holiday sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, get a $300 Furniture Row gift certificate with select Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Or check out the Summit Queen, only $189.99, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. The holiday sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Tonight at 6, Wisconsin healthcare providers begin to receive the Moderna vaccine. And we go to downtown Madison with a local doctor to answer the most commonly asked questions about COVID-19 and the vaccine. That's tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
Wisconsin weather can be frustrating. Get the latest forecast, alerts, and detailed traffic reports from the News 3 Now team. On air, online, and download the Channel 3000 First Warn app. Be the first to know what's headed our way. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
A man was rescued from Beaver Dam Lake this morning, but it took a drone to find him. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office got a 911 call about 5:30 this morning. The call, though, was disconnected. Dispatchers were able to trace the call to Beaver Dam Lake west of Sunset Bay Drive. About 10 minutes later, officers were able to reach the caller who said he had fallen through the ice. Beaver Dam Fire and Rescue responded, and Sheriff's Department sent up a drone to find him. Crews were able to get him out and get him back to shore. He was taken to the hospital, treated for hypothermia, but he is on the mend tonight.
Well, check out these cool views of last night's Christmas star. Photographer Greg Hogan took these images in Kathleen, Georgia. According to the Royal Astronomical Society, Jupiter and Saturn were just 1/10 of a degree apart. That's about 1/5 of the diameter of the full moon. The last time the planets were this close and that easy to see was 800 years ago. An astronomer says he expects the next close conjunction to happen in 337 years in August of 2417. And Gary's here now with a check on the weather, and unfortunately, Gary, it was cloudy around here last night. We didn't get a chance to see it.
No, we didn't, but Julie Graber of Madison connected me with her daughter who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and took this picture, and you can see what most people saw. I mean, those were close-up pictures, but it looked like one big star, at least for about an hour and a half, as both Jupiter and Saturn got very close to each other. They'll be relatively close in 2040, but again, you'll have to wait, till after 2400 100 in order to see them as close as they were last night. Now, as we take a look at high-resolution Doppler radar, things pretty quiet across southern Wisconsin. We had lots of clouds, not much in the way of sunshine today. There's more light snow up in the northern portion of the state into the UP of Michigan, but the next winter storm is brewing to our north and west. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Tomorrow will be windy and mild. We'll see rain showers through much of the day before a cold front comes through probably early to mid-afternoon, and then we'll turn colder, and by late afternoon it might already be cold enough to see some light snow showers or flurries, but around here I think any accumulations will be minor. It'll turn cold, actually much colder for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. High temperatures only in the teens, nighttime low temperatures just above zero, and wind chills 15 to 20 below zero. And then there'll be a round of light snow from Sunday afternoon into Monday morning of next week, and there could be another system in the Wednesday, New Year's Eve time frame. On future track, you can see how skies are going to be mostly cloudy through the night. Notice those winds out of the south for tomorrow. We'll see a few rain showers as the cold front comes through, and then as that sweeps through, notice the change over to some light snow showers or flurries by 6 p.m. But the bulk of the heavier snow will stay to our north and west. We're just going to be looking at that windy to breezy and colder weather as we head into Christmas Eve. There could be a couple of flurries in the morning. We'll see clouds for much of the day Christmas Eve, but should clear out for Christmas Eve night and into Christmas Day. Now, as far as snowfall amounts, the latest computer model forecasts show a swath of anywhere from 4 to maybe as much as 8 inches of snow through much of eastern Minnesota, far northwestern Wisconsin, lesser amounts through much of northwestern Wisconsin, but this area is going to be very windy, and there could be some problems with blowing snow. Notice southern Wisconsin pretty much missing out on the snow, but blizzard warnings are in effect for the eastern Dakotas, winter storm warnings north of the Twin Cities, and winter storm watch is still in effect for northwestern Wisconsin. Around here for tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 43 degrees, but that'll be about midday with rain showers, perhaps changing to snow showers as we turn colder late in the day. You can see what I mean. Temperatures rising overnight to the upper 30s, rain showers through the morning and afternoon, then that changeover. Notice by early on Christmas Eve morning, we're down to the single digits and high temperatures only in the teens. Snowfall amounts, though, should be less than an inch. 7 to 10 day forecast, very cold for Christmas, a warm up for the weekend, that snow chance Sunday afternoon into Monday morning, and then again Wednesday and New Year's Eve Thursday. As we take a look at first horn traffic, not too many problems on the Beltline. I saw one slowdown on the eastbound Beltline around Monona Drive. That looks like it's cleared up. Traffic pretty much at the posted speed limits there. Right now, about a 16-minute trip either direction on the Beltline between University Avenue and I-3990. Heading out of Madison, it'll take you 28 minutes to get down to Janesville from I-3990 southward, 17 minutes to Sauk City on US 12, and 16 minutes on East Washington Avenue and US 151 to Sun Prairie. That's your News 3 Now First Horn traffic.
Gary, thank you. And ahead on News 3 Now at 5, why the federal government is suing Walmart. That story and more still to come at 5.
News 3 Now First Horn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governor's Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governor's Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your teachers.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
The Chevy price you pay
is what we pay. Not a cent more.
Because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado.
Get the Chevy employee discount for everyone today.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the CETA's commercial touchless forehead thermometer. The Instant Read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
This is it.
The new iPhone? Yeah, and it's 5G.
Is that more G's than mine?
Yours is 4G, Dad. This one is way faster.
Well, it's only 1G faster.
The new iPhone 12 Pro is way faster. Plus, US Cellular has the #1 ranked network.
You know, when I was your age, we used to get by with only half a G, and it was lowercase.
Oh.
We'll take 2.
The amazing iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 are here. Switch and get iPhone 12 on us with no hidden requirements. US Cellular.
There's always a way to make joy America, so it's time to get to it. And with the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're here to help. We're giving you the best deals of the season on the adventure-ready Ford Ranger and the Built Ford Tough Ford F-150 to help you make some extra joy this year. Because this season will be as bright as ever. Ford, built for the holidays. Get F-150 with $95.22 in total savings, plus 1,000 trade assist during the final days of the Built for the Holidays sales event.
Plan a perfect staycation at the Madison Concourse Hotel and Governors Club. Bring the family to enjoy our indoor pool or reconnect with the couples getaway in our Governors Club, serving complimentary cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and breakfast. Gift certificates are available. Visit concoursehotel.com.
The Justice Department is suing Walmart, accusing the company of unlawfully dispensing controlled substances through its pharmacies. They say it helped fuel the opioid crisis in America. The civil complaint suggests Walmart pressured its pharmacies to fill prescriptions for opioids, even if they were potentially suspicious. Walmart operates more than 5,000 pharmacies in its stores all around the country.
Frontline workers in Madison are receiving some extra thanks this holiday for their hard work and dedication, thanks to a woman in Verona. Earlier this week, we introduced you to Cindy Yagi, who lost her cousin Christine this year. Christine was an ER nurse in Chicago and died due to COVID-19 complications. Yagi wanted to give back in memory of her cousin, so she, along with other volunteers, created Christine's Heroes. She made 300 self-care boxes for ER nurses in the Madison area and delivered those gifts today.
Losing Christine, who was such a hero of ours and such an important part of our family, made us realize that we wanted to give back to our community and to the ER nurses and those who are in the front lines and show them a little bit of love during this time for all that they've been doing for the community.
The boxes are filled with shea butter, lip balm, bath items, candles, coffee, chocolates, and other things, all of it donated or sponsored by people in the community.
And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
Let's get to it, America, because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Hurry in for the final days. Get Fusion with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash back and $2,000 trade assist or lease for $199.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Your eyes are everything. They're how you see the world and connect with others. At Shopko Optical, your eyes are everything to us too, which is why we offer everything to help you see better and look better. A huge selection of designer frames, convenient locations, and experienced optometrists. We're Shopko Optical. You'll see.
Schedule an eye exam before your vision benefits or FSA funds expire.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Hey! Yeah? I switched to GEICO and got more. More savings on car insurance. They helped with homeowners, too. Okay. Plus, motorcycle, boat, and RV insurance. GEICO's got you covered. Like a blanket.
Houston? You seeing this?
GEICO. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Oh my Mom, I'm finished. We pray each day. May you come home and be okay. For now, we wait for you to come home.
This holiday season, support our local businesses by using the Madison Magazine online Shop Local Holiday Gift Guide. Find the perfect gift locally with unique clothing, discounted gift cards, home decor, books, and more. Find it on madisonmagazine.com today.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, it's the season of giving. How a celebrity chef is feeding the hungry and providing a lifeline to small businesses. We've got that and more news tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
Hey, let's go to Gary. Final check of the forecast.
Be quiet around here as we head toward Christmas, but if you have travel plans taking you up north and west of Eau Claire in the Twin Cities, be prepared for some pretty wintry weather over the next day or two. Temperatures right now in the lower to middle 30s, and these temperatures will actually rise overnight, so we'll be near 40 by tomorrow morning. Some rain showers tomorrow, maybe changing to some light snow late in the afternoon. High of 43, and those temperatures dropping off into the 30s later in the afternoon, and then very cold for Christmas. Some snow chances toward the end of the weekend and toward New Year's.
All right, Merry Christmas, Susan. I won't work with you again until the new year, so we'll be back.
You lucky duck. Enjoy your time off.
We'll see you in 30 minutes.